You're welcome back. This is Joy News Desk with me, Gladys Osei Oredu. The board secretary of the Ghana Reinsurance Company, Jessica Alote, says Ms. Charlotte Osei has resigned as board member in December 2015. Her response comes at the back of demands by pressure group Progressive Nationalist Forum for the resignation of chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Charlotte Osei, for holding 2 public offices, which is a breach of the Constitution. Jessica Alote was speaking on Ekusi saying on Asempa FM, a sister station of Multimedia Group Limited.
I can confirm to you that as at 7 January, that's today's date, isn't it? She is no longer a member of the Ghana Reinsurance Board. She's not a director of Ghana Re. She's no longer a director of Ghana Re. I can tell you that at the end of December, she was not a director of Ghana Re. And that is all I can say now, because unfortunately I'm not very well. I don't want to talk too much.
But as of December last year, she resigned as a member of the board.
2015, yes, she was no longer a director of Ghana Re. And I'm so sorry this is going on, but I can assure you that the transformation that she has brought into the company while serving on the board is immeasurable. That is the only thing that I can see.
Certainly, Madam Alote, we will come there. But are you aware that as we speak, Madam Charlotte Osei is still a member of the board as contained on your website?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You know, we have just returned from the holidays. We are updating our website. So the IT manager is currently working on it. They are updating the website. You know, some of these things are not easily corrected. And I think that with the diaries too, you know, these things you need to do them way ahead of time. So there's nothing you can do about it. And that is why you find her still there. But I can tell you categorically that she's no longer a director of the company, and I wouldn't want to talk too much on that, if that is okay with you.
Would you be kind to tell us who are the members of the board today as we speak?
Well, as we speak, the only directors, actually we have 2 vacancies on the board. We have Mr. Wilson Terry, he is a seasoned retired insurer. Then we have Mr. Mohammed Yakubu, he's a private person, he's a banker, I would say an investment banker. And then we have Ms. Marian Mensah from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. She's representing the interests of the ministry. And then we have our 2 non-executive directors. That is the Deputy Managing Director and the Managing Director. These are currently the members of the board. Currently, we have 2 vacancies. I've written to the Ministry of Finance for them to fill the vacancies.
Well, so the website and the diaries that still contains her name are going to be changed, or because the diaries have already been printed anyway. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, that's because, you know, the money is involved. We have a very transparent procurement process here. We went through various procurement processes to get these diaries printed. You know, so to go back, we would need another budget to do that. We haven't budgeted for that. So I don't know, but we will take it up at the management level to see what to do. Like I explained to you, we are updating the website. We will take down the details of Mrs. Charlotte Osei from our website because she's no longer a director. She's not the only one. The former chairman also resigned. He's no longer a director. And we will update our website accordingly.
Was she paid any form of allowances when
I cannot go into that.
While she served as a director?
A director, like any director, fees are paid, but I don't want to go into that. Like I'm saying.
All right, so with me here in studio, we have been joined by Richard Nyama. Richard Nyama is a spokesperson of the pressure group Progressive Nationalist Forum. Welcome, Richard.
Thank you.
So you heard her speak.
Yeah, I was in the studios of Asempa yesterday when she said all that.
Okay.
And I'm told there's a former press release from them indicating that Madame Charlotte Osei resigned on the 30th of December. For me, it's a confirmation of what I have put out there. They have accepted that until the 30th of December, she was a board member. She was sworn in as the chairman of the Electoral Commission on the 30th of June. So for 6 months, she was violating the laws of this country, the Constitution, not just any law, but the Constitution establishing her office. This is about her and her office and how it is run. She is a lawyer. She's supposed to know, so she has no excuse whatsoever. Being in office 6 months after being sworn in as EC and then holding the position of a board member. I'm aware that she was or she is, because I haven't seen any evidence from Madam Charlotte Osei nor Ghana Reinsurance showing that she tendered in a resignation that was accepted. And so until I see anything further to that, I maintain my position that she is still a current member of the board and she is the chairman of the subcommittee on auditing. She has a role she plays.
Okay, so if you get the evidence, does that rest your case?
Oh, it is now starting. The case is now starting. I've just come from a sister station where she's granted an interview to the effect that I can come for her head. She's better get ready because I'm getting the head of Medusa.
I see. Okay, no, but until yesterday, did you know that she hadn't resigned?
I'm saying she hasn't resigned as we speak.
As we speak, she has not.
She hasn't.
So what's the next action?
I've given her up to the 30th of this month to resign and pay back all those emoluments she took, and then we'll have no issue. If she insists on being there and as she's calling my bluff, after the 30th, she'll hear from me. I intend, after consultations, to take all the constitutional and legal remedies available to me, unless something unseen happens. Then I am likely to activate Article 146 for her removal as the chairman of the Electoral Commission.
I'm trying to find out what actually sent your attention in that direction. What made you realize that she still holds double offices?
I have my sources, and so unfortunately I can't disclose them. Yeah. You see, there are patriotic Ghanaians in this country. It's not everybody that is happy with what is going on. And so when things are going on, you should be careful. You think you're probably doing it on the blind side of everyone, but people are watching. And if they are not pleased, they will give the information out. And fortunately, some of us are known in the public as anti-corruption crusaders. And so people do get back to us with such information. We decide as to when to use it and how to use it. And I've decided to use this one.
So if you are able to get through and she shows you evidence of resignation and she reimburses what she's taken for the past 6 months, that rests the case. You can hold her EC office and life goes on.
As at yesterday, I had that opinion. As at now, I've changed my mind. She's breached the Constitution. The Constitution, Article 44, Clause 4, it's about her and her office and how it is run and managed. Now, before you become an EC chair, you are required to be of the caliber and standard of an appeals court judge. She's a lawyer of good repute. And so you respect her. And as an appeals court judge, one of the requirements for your appointment is you have to be of high moral integrity. Now, if somebody would keep such information and not resign and draw double salary, as you may call it, from the same source is problematic, then she's morally corrupt. This is an act of corruption. And you cannot do that and still remain in office. If the president breaches any constitutional provision today, it is grounds for her dismissal. And for her, it disqualifies her from continuing to hold the office of the Electoral Commission. Okay.
So if she insists that she hasn't been in office and so that you did not know, can she also come for your head?
Oh, we'll go through the process. The courts will determine who is right or who is wrong. She should ask Madam Vivian Lamte.
Okay, interesting reference. All right, thank you, Richard Nyama, for making time to join us in the studio. We take a break here. When we come back, we have business on standby with Emmanuel.